Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Microphone test. Upar. Test test test. Test 1 2 3 3 2 1. 1 2 3 3 2 1. 1 2 3.
More comfortable here for Zoom.
One, two, three, 3 2 1. 3 2 1. Testing 1 2. प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की, प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की, प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की. Shall we all begin with prayers this evening? Let us clasp our hands as we prostrate the power of the spoken word in the form of our prayers to that divine celestial of Sitama, that embodiment of faith, strength, patience, and virtue. Veenadhare Vipula Mangala Dhanashile Bhaktarti Nashini Viranchi Harishavande Kiriti Pradhe Akhila Manoratha De Mahade Vidya Pradayine Saraswati Nityam Vaidehi Vandane Vasundara Sutta Soumya Shushila Sunaina Sutta Kamala Se Komal Kamala Nayini Mithila Kishori Janak Nandani Ramaye Ramabhadraye Ramachandraye Vedase Raghunataye Nathaya Sitapathaye Namo Namah Sitapathaye Namo Namah Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. मातर पिता भाई और बहनों भक्तजनों विप्रमंडली मैं कोटि कोटि प्रणाम to each and every one of you. बारंबार प्रणाम. This evening I'm going to share a very short katha so that we can move on with the program. And I want to assure Auntie Cecilia that we will finish around 9 o'clock. Today actually it is Sita Jayanti. Everybody know what is Sita Jayanti? Who is Sitama? What does Jayanti means? Beautiful. So it's the birth of Sitama. There are several mysterious stories about the birth of Sitama. But tonight I've happened to find an authentic, hopefully an authentic version from Ramayana, and mine so Valmiki Ramayana. Valmiki Ramayana is what we know from the north or UP, northern side of India, where our ancestry would have come from. We are connected to Valmiki and Ramcharitmanas. There are several other Ramayans that are being written, like Mangal Ramayana, Telugu Ramayana, and so forth. But various authors would have modified and placed their own and inject their own fluid into this nectar of Panchamrit, so to speak. Tonight, we delve into only the birth of Sita Ma. Before I start, at least I must do one line of Ramayana Sumirat. Shall we all sing together? I'd like everybody to clap as we go. We make us happy. We have mics. Uncle Sham, Auntie Dole. Who else have mics? Bharat Bhai, we have mics. Gananayak Karivara Bhadana, Karivara Bhadana. जो सुमेरथ सिद्धि होए रमा, जो सुमेरथ सिद्धि होए रमा, गणनायक करे वर भरना, करे वर भरना, करौ अनुग्रह सोए रमा, बुद्धि रास शुभ गुण कथना, शुभ गुण करना, बंधव गुरु पद कन जहरे, कृपा सिंध नर रूप हरे, नर रूप हरे, गणनायक करे वर भरना, करे वर भरना, ओ करे वर भरना, ओ करे वर भरना। प्रेम से बोलो गणपति भगवान की जय। Lead me straight at least one line of Ramayana Arti, that is, because of time we will try to keep it short and sweet. Kirati kalita lalita siya piti, arati siri Ramayana jiki, arati siri Ramayana. आरती श्री रामायण जी की, आरती श्री रामायण जी की, गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद, वाल्मीकि अभिज्ञान विशारद, गावत ब्रह्मा मुनि नारद, वाल्मीकि अभिज्ञान विशारद, सुख सनकादि शेष अनुशारद, वरण पवन सुत कीर्ति, आरती श्री रामायण जी की, आरती श्री रामायण जी की। सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम, राम राम राजा राम, राम राम राजा राम, सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम। प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की। Matar Pita, an intuition comes to me to share this couple lines of Ramayana Arti Tulsidas renders adoration to the holy Ramayana with a lighted thali. Sister Gita came forward and she artied the Ramayana, glorifying the Supreme Lord and his consort Sita Ma. Who is his consort? I'm just checking for if you listen. Here, Lord Brahma and his saint Narad sang the greatness of the Lord. Even the poet Valmiki was inspired to narrate the story in Sanskrit. And this is where leads me to the beginning of Ramayana by Valmiki Ramayana, and that is of Valmiki Ramayana Balkan. Balkan is that of the roots. I delve for 60 seconds about this Ramayana. It has 7 chapters, or what we call Khan. And Balkan is that of this tree, this mango tree, if you want to look at it that way. The roots of this mango tree. And where we want, if we want fruits from the mango tree, where do we water? The leaves or the roots? We water the roots. In the same token, if you want spirituality, or rather if you want to be religious, we can go to India. But if you want spirituality, the temple is within you. And this is the depth and the difference between being religious and spiritual. This is Uttam Gyan. And this is a level where you have been elevated over the years. And I want to recognize it because you're no longer ABC. You are in tertiary stage. Let's give ourselves a round of applause for this. Everybody know everything, we just calibrating. So tonight we deal with the birth of Sita. Question is, how was Sita Ma born? Sita Ma, in Balkan, Valmiki Ramayana describes this birth. This Doha narrates exactly about the story of the birth of Sita Ma. Let's listen in how this poet Valmiki writes for us. Let's clap for drummer. Everybody, please. Let's give some timing. Our very own son David, all the way from Margate. These are powerful Sanskrit words from Goswami Tulsidas. जब मैं अनुष्ठान के लिए खेत की जुताई कर रहा था, तब एक कन्या पैदा हुई और वह एक बच्ची थी, चूंकि वह अभिषेक के दौरान प्राप्त हुई थी, इसलिए उसका नाम सीता रखा गया। पृथ्वी से उत्पन्न होकर वहां मेरी बेटी के रूप में विकासित हुई. This is the translation of the little doha that we have done for all of us. The underlining word here tonight in this doha that may sound strange to you because we probably would have never heard about it is that of Krishata Krishtam. It means that one who's plowing the ritual field. To give you a backdrop of this story, in the city or in the kingdom of Mithila, the kingdom of Mithila, that where Sri Ram went and had what we call a Sita Swayamvar eventually. There was no rain, there was drought in this kingdom for several years. The people could not get water. Thus, Raja Janak, being the king of this kingdom of Janakpur, summoned his sages, requested sages to come and to advise him what to do. Because the people of Janakpur, of Mithila, start becoming agitated, angry, upset, and they don't know because the kingdom is not satisfying their needs. There is no rain, there is drought, there is no water. Imagine you back home. When we don't have water, we used to go very far places and walk like 2-3 blocks or half a mile with a bucket of water on your head to take home. In Guyana and in Trinidad, so to speak, many years ago. Suriname too. And thus, after the advice being sought by the king Raja Janak, what happens? He was being advised that he himself, the king, need to put his sweat, perform tedious chore on the soil in the land where they would plant what we call rice. Because there is no rain, there is no water. Thus, again, he decided, based on the advice of the sages, that he's going to perform this chore. And everybody join hands like how we join tonight to sit in satsang. That was what we call a spiritual satsang in the field. This is in a temple. And he began to use the 2 cows with this wooden plow that they would have made, that our forefathers would have made long ago, with a T and with a sharp edge to raise the soil up. And as he was doing this, everybody was cheering him on, and they were praying. They were praying that, oh Lord, let there be, because this is what the saints prescribed, and this is what he's doing. Thus our king is performing this chore that we should have performed. And while he was doing this, the plow gets stuck to something hard under the soil. He says in his doha, Athame Krishata Krishtam. When he was plowing the ritual field, a damsel was raised. And inside this element that stopped the plow, a box was inside there, underneath the soil. And then he ordered, instructed his residents, his disciples of the kingdom of Mithila, dig this area to see what is blocking this plow. And as they dug, as soon as they take off the top half of the soil, a little bit, there was a box there with a baby inside. And this baby started to cry. And they wondered, they're watching everybody, and they, what is this? This is supernatural power. Where is this coming from? They didn't ever know that anybody is there inside. And this is inside a box right under the soil. So they found a damsel and they raised it up. It was a baby girl. And since that she's gained while consecration of this offering of what Raja Janak is plowing this field, this action is about, she is named Sita. Arising from the earth, she grew as my daughter, inverted commas. And this is the birth of Sita Ma in this Doha, how she came to sustain existence. The next line to share this part, she was born. And this is what I want to share with you. There is drought, visualize with me, the sky is very dark or pale looking. The day is very dim. She was born around little after 1, according to the Tithi. Naumi Tithi. Visualize this. Sri Ram was born in Naumi Tithi too. And here it is, Sita Ma was born in the same Tithi, but different timing. The Parv, the Tithi, this is where, again, what it says here, what Raja Janak did for us for summary. He, as the king, the most powerful man in Mithila, he sought advice from his guru, or the gurus that were there to advise him. In some places, it's difficult to understand that language. And here he went, and this whole environment became very placid, very plain, pale. Like when you don't know what to expect. Like if a big storm is about to come before hurricane, before volcano, or before any related like thunderstorm or what have you. And when the sun is aligned with the earth, when the earth is aligned with the moon, and when everything is aligned, and when we pray, in this story here, this very same Doha speaks for us volumes. A beautiful song comes to mind. एक सूर्य है, एक गगन है, एक ही धरती माता. एक सूर्य है, एक गगन है, एक धरती माता. There is one sun and there is one earth. दया करो प्रभु, एक बने सब, सबका एक सिना था. राधा मोहन शरणम, राधा मोहन शरणम. निसगा पर निसा सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम. सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम. सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम. In this beautiful song it says, when the planets and the celestials, which are that of the devatas, are in alignment, the world is in your favor. I repeat, when the planets and the celestials are in alignment, the whole world around you is in your favor. Because, why? There is Satyam, there is Shivam, and there is Sundaram. Quickly, what does Satyam means? Truth. This is the message tonight. What does Shivam means? Blissfulness. What does Sundaram means? That which is beautiful. So you are all truthful, you are all blissful, and thus you are also all beautiful. And when there is alignment with a planetary system, when there is alignment with a celestial, this is what will happen. Everything will be in your favor. Don't question the deity to ask them, well, Prabhu, why? Why am I going through all this challenge? There's a purpose. If you think you're going through a big challenge, imagine the challenge that Sri Ram went through. Imagine the challenge a queen, a princess, just married from one kingdom to go into another kingdom, and then she got into Banbas. This is Sita. Chaupai brings me to this closure. Shall we sing together? Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, यहाँ एक गर्भा से जन्म है, क्योंकि वह पृथ्वी से प्राकट हुई है, लेकिन मेरे अपनी आत्मा से जन्मी लड़की के रूप में पाला गया है. Powerful Hindi language here. Here it says in summary, the key words here is bhu. Bhu gives me this word bhumi, which we all know. Bhumi is that of Mother Earth. Bhumi Mata. She's called by several names. Talat Uthita, one who has surfaced or arose from the bottom, so to speak. Going up, she come from the bottom, she going up. Kanya means that one who is a young girl. When it's Navratram, what do? Kanya Kumari Puja. This is a Kanya Kumari. And it says inside this chaupai that here is a non-uterine birth. A non-uterine birth as she surfaced from the earth, but fostered as my own soul-born daughter. Raja Janak realized now that this is a miracle, this is strange, this is a surprise. He doesn't know how to express himself. I want to give you hope tonight that there will be, when you put the power of the prayers into the spoken word that comes from the lip of your tongue, and your tongue, that miracle will happen. And you would not realize the dynamics of how the elements will align in your favor. And this is the power and the message of Raja Janak sharing this with us from earth. And what we do, we would do Dharti Puja. We worship her as Mother Earth. She accepts your purities and your impurities. She controls your challenge and she controls your success. And yet we trample on her. Ye Nile gagan ki tale. What's the next line? Dharti ka pyare phale, dharti ka pyare phale. When you have and you submit yourself, dharti ka pyar phale, she will give you the fruits of love. And if you don't have the fruits of love, you have to keep searching for the blessings from above. She's coming right. Uttam Gyan from Dharti Ma herself. When you get up in the morning, touch her, take blessings, take Ashirvad. This is the power of humility. When you're humble and you're simple, every equation is aligned for you. And as we said, this is a non-uterine birth. What happens? Ram se milate. She came for a special purpose. She came into this home of Janakpuri in Mithila. Janak decides that, you know what, this is my daughter, I adopted her and now she will be mine and I will foster her. As Chaupai says, I will take care of her. You never know who will come into your life, who will come to your home as a celestial deity, as your child. Whether it's your daughter, your son, know who they are, what their purpose they have come into your life, whether it's good or bad, what challenge they bring and what success they bring. Ram se mila de ho, Ram se mila, Ram se mila de ho, Ram se mila, Sita Sita Ram se mila, Sita Sita Ram se mila, Ram se mila de ho, Ram se mila, Ram se mila de ho, Ram se mila, Sita Sita Ram se mila. Sita 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 Ram se mila. Mangal vai jai Mangal Hari Jai Ram Jai Ram. Hey Mangal vai jai Mangal Hari Jai Ram Jai Ram. Mangal vai jai Mangal Hari Jai Ram Jai Ram. Hey Mangal vai jai Mangal Hari Jai Ram Jai Ram. Hey Ram se mila de ho, Ram se mila. Hey Ram se mila de ho, Ram se mila. Sita 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 Ram se mila. राम से मिला रे। प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की, प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की, प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की। And this brings my short story for part 1 of the second half for you. I want to tell you I'm supported tonight by Savi Insurance, apart from the sponsor of this temple and Antigita, which is right down the road over the canal. Savi Insurance, she's from Trinidad. If you need an insurance, you need advice, please support her. She was here today and she couldn't be here. She lives in a different village. So we're supported by Savi Insurance down the road. And I will be at just on State Road 7, North Lauderdale, just over the canal. Also, we're supported by our very own. If you want to see Mithila, you want to see Ayodhya, which you should go to the Surayu River. See the place where Sita Ma was born. There's an opportunity right in this very same temple, our very own Bhai Bharat. He's here carrying out a tour, going to India for Diwali. And if you would like to contact Bhai Bharat, he will help support us and take us in this journey, and hope that he bring back some fruits to this temple too. So with that being said, I want to hand the second half of this little part to my wife. We have 2 pieces that goes very quickly. In about 10 minutes we wrap this up, and then we'll do arti. So I will ask my wife to take over this part very quickly so that we can move on. Let's give her a round of applause, please, for bravery.
Can we have my 4 volunteers up, please?
S is for strength. Sita Ma displayed her strength multiple times during the Ramayana. Not only does she choose to join Lord Rama in exile, but she remains courageous during her year as Ravana's hostage and survives her banishment in the forest, even raising her twins, Love and Kush, by herself.
I is for integrity. Sita Ma is known for perfect and ideal woman that she is, for her loyalty, moral strength, and integrity. She was not swayed by Ravana's gift or sweet words when she was in his hostage. Sita Ma herself asked for a fire test, or Agni Pariksha, to be set up so that she can prove her chastity after being saved from Ravana. After emerging from the fire unscathed, she proved her integrity and purity to Lord Rama.
T is for tolerance. Sita Ma was put through a lot of hardships, but by virtue of her courage and holiness, was able to overcome out of a winner. She suffered throughout her lifetime to be able to set an example for humankind. However, Sita Ma showed how a strong woman should be, who would not make any concessions on her principles.
A is for avatar. Sita Ma is an avatar of Lakshmi Mata, Lord Vishnu's consort, and the goddess of wealth and prosperity. Sita Ma is addressed by many other names, such as Janki, Maithili, Vedahi, and Bhumija. Sita Ma always stuck by Lord Rama's side throughout her exile from Ayodhya, which is one of the many instances where Sita Ma shows her love and adoration for her husband. Happy Sita Jayanti.
Yes, Sita Ma. Yes, Sita.
Give him another round of applause.
Louder round of applause, please.
Thank you very much for my brave volunteers. And it is not a coincidence that we're celebrating Sita Jayanti in the week of Mother's Day. Now, mothers, now I don't have a lot of paper, so don't get scared. It's just I have to pick and choose. Sita Ma is the epitome of motherhood. Mothers, they're the potter and you're the pottery. They're the painter and you're the canvas. Think about that for a second. What do I mean by that? Mothers are your first guru. Everything you have learned from birth to about 8 to 10 years create the foundation for your future and shape you in a positive way. Mothers are special. They're intuitive. They can read you better than any book that has been written by any bestseller author. She'll know when you're happy, sad, troubled, anxious, or even in pain. Her love and devotion for her family is beyond comparison. Second to only your spiritual mother, Mother Sita. Your mother carried you for 9 months in her stomach, but she will carry you forever in her heart. What do I mean by that? जन्म देती है जो माँ जिनसे जग कहे, अपनी संतान में प्राण जिसके रहे। ओ लोरिया हाथों पर सपने बनते नजर, नींद जो वर दे हंस के हर्द से, ममता की रूप में है प्रभु, अपनी पाया वरदान है। धरती पे रूप माँ बाप का, उस विधाता की पहचान है। ये तो सच है कि भगवान है। A mother who gives us birth is known as a mother. She has her life locked up in her child. She has lullabies on her lips, dreams in her eyes. She gives up her sleep and bears the pain in joy. She's God in the name of motherly love. She's like a boon that I have attained in the form of parents. Ye to sach hai, He's recognized on this earth. It's true that God do exists. Mother's Day should be every day. Respect has no expiration date, nor a special day. Motherhood is every day and so are their responsibilities. Now, here's interesting. How many of you here, my wife doesn't work? The reference. Right? When asked about your wife, my wife doesn't work. I love this. My wife does not work. Conversation between a husband and the psychologist. Psychologist. What do you do for a living, Mr. Brandy? Husband. I work as an accountant in a bank. Wife. Psychologist. Your wife? Husband. She doesn't work. She's only a housewife. Psychologist. Who makes breakfast for your family in the morning? Husband. My wife, because she doesn't work. Psychologist. At what time does your wife wake up for making breakfast? Husband. She wakes up around 5 o'clock because she cleans the house first before making breakfast. Psychologist. How does your kids go to school? Husband. My wife takes them to school because she doesn't work. Okay. Psychologist. After taking your kids to school, what does she do? Husband. She goes to the market, then goes back home for cooking, laundry. You know, she doesn't work. Psychologist. In the evening, after you go back home from the office, what do you do? Husband. Takes a rest because I am tired due to all day's work. Psychologist. What does your wife do then? Husband. She prepares meals, serving our kids, preparing meals for me, and cleaning the dishes, cleaning the house, then take kids to bed. Question. Who do you think works more from the story above?
Wife.
Now, it's an unknown author. But remember, we work 24 hours a day. Before I became a mom, I'm a daughter. I am a sister. Then I became a wife. Then I became a mother. With this in mind, who still think they work harder than a stay-at-home parent? Mom or dad are being referred to as just a stay-at-home wife or a stay-at-home dad. Is not appropriate for that mother who, for whatever reason, chooses to stay at home to take care of her responsibilities. Never judge a person for what you're envious of. That decision was always made by that household. Many career women are choosing to be stay-at-home moms. I am proud to say I am one of them. Don't ever take your mother for granted because they're not obligated to do what they do. They choose. They choose to, even though they're overworked and I am sure underappreciated. They'll always be your mother, no matter what. Don't hurt their feelings.
दुकन लागी है माँ तेरी अकिया मेरे लिए जागे है तो सारे सारे रतिया मेरे निंदिया पे अपने निंदिया भी तूने वारी है ओ माँ ओ माँ प्यारी माँ. Your eyes must be tired after the many nights you kept awake to take care of my needs when I was a baby. You sacrificed your sleep for my sleep, O माँ. माँ बच्चों के जान होती है, वो होती है किस्मत वाले जिनकी माँ होती है. कितनी सुंदर है, कितनी शीतल है, न्यारी न्यारी है. ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, प्यारी माँ. A mother is the very life of her children. Those people are very fortunate who have their mothers alive. Oma, you're so beautiful. You're unique. You are my mother. Mothers do not give unconditionally to get back. Just remember, they're the potter and you are the pottery. They shape your future by providing your foundation that will be there long after they're gone. Respect them, cherish them, take care of them. Bhagwan created mothers. They're strong and powerful. They have the ability to shake the cradle and rock the world. Think about that for a second. Mothers have the ability to shake the cradle and rock the world. What do I mean by that? They shape your future. And by their upbringing, you can stand for justice. By their upbringing, you can serve in the armed forces. By their upbringing, someone else is at peace. You can sleep while they're awake. Don't take your freedom for granted. When you sleep at night, a mother worries for her child. Don't take freedom of speech for granted. When everybody is celebrating Memorial Weekend, families are at the morgue, families are at the cemetery. You're looking forward for the beaches and barbecues. They don't want that day to come because it's very sad for them. They lose one of their loved ones. That is what I meant by they have the power to shake the cradle, rock the world. They're a force to be reckoned with. They just don't know it. Mothers are miracle workers. Mothers would make you feel safe even when you're not. When you have a bad dream and you go into your mother's bed, you sleep like what? A baby, because she is there with you. Once a mother is there, you have everything. When your mother is not there, you may have the world, but you still have nothing. Understand. Don't take your mother for granted. There'll never be another. Respect mothers even though they may not be yours. If their children were around, their children would respect them. Don't take your mother for granted, because no matter what, she'll always pray for your well-being. She'll always put you first. She'll never let you down. But a relationship will. A friendship will.
with that said, happy Sita Jayanti. And I would like one final request. Mothers are, sometimes in our journey, I heard a lot of being taken advantage of. Mothers feel when the kids get older, they're gone. And the husband don't, you know, they don't, if they said they had hurt, the husband had hurt too. You know, so if you're looking for comfort, the mothers feel they have none. So today I would really like all the men folk in this temple to stand up and give a standing ovation to all our hardworking mothers. I really do think they deserve that. Thank you so much. Let's give them a round of applause. Just appreciate them for what they do every day.
Jehu.
Thank you so much.
Let's give her a round of applause, please, before we wrap this up tonight. A lot of round of applause. You guys like this little session tonight? Interactive, participatory. Okay, before we have two little comments to make. One by Bharat Bharat and one by the Vice President of the organization, and then we'll stand for RT, please. I want to recognize amongst us Vinodji for being here. Thank you for showing up. And all of you especially.
Namaste, Sitaram. I just wanted to add a little something to what Panditji was saying. The region of Mithila, it's in the state of Bihar. Bihar is where a lot of our ancestors came from. There's Mithila, there's Nalanda, there's Bhojpur. As you know, in the West Indies, we speak Bhojpuri, right? It's that type of, I'm so fortunate that I happen, you know. But Mithila is very close to Nepal. There's a disputed region right there, and but still Bihar, one of the main things about Bihar, it has the oldest university in the world. It's in Nalanda. In Patna, Bihar, they have so many religious things, but something that caught me is that all of India, literacy rate is 95%, 98%, 79%, but in Bihar, it's only 63%. Why? You may ask why. Because most of the people who are there, they do farming, gardening, and that is why the British took those people, brought them to the West Indies as, I would say, slaves and laborers, and put them to work. So most of our ancestors came from Bihar and also UP, but a lot of them came from Bihar, especially in Bhojpur, again, where the literacy rate now is only 63% compared to Kerala, which is 98%. But Mithila region is very popular. It's a little problem with Nepal. And one of the famous singers who is becoming very famous is Maithili Thakur, a young girl. She's from that region. I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you.
And Maithili is another name of Sita Ma. Maithili comes from the place, named after the place Mithila. Vice President Ji, let's give him a round of applause. Let's give Bharat Bharat a round of applause, please.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of myself and members of Shiv Shakti Hanuman Mandir, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you. I would like to say thank you to Panditji conducting service this evening. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Pandit Vinod, for being part of our satsang this evening. The Kirtan group, I want to say thank you. I want to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day, which was done last Sunday. All the mothers who played a role as mother, and all the father who played a role as the mother also. I want to say happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you. I would like to invite everyone back here next Thursday for satsang and Satnarayan Puja with Pandit K. Maharaj. Please tell a friend family. Bring them out to the temple. Everyone could bring the parsad to offer. And again, another invitation for the following Thursday for satsang with no other than Pandit Vinod. He's part of the group too. With this being said, I want to say thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Vice President G. I want to tell you something tonight. I know everybody wants to say something, but we gotta try and see if we can work with a limitation. Forgive me. I'm looking. One of the easiest things we're finding in every location that other faiths have their little testament somewhere and readily available. In an effort to make sure at least we can have Hanuman Chalisa available to every Hindu, I'm looking for a sponsor, a couple sponsors to help to sponsor a couple of the small Hanuman Chalisa so we can give out freely to any and everyone. So if you would like to step forward, you can contact me. Also, we want to put some stickers in your car. I'm proud to be a Hindu, so we can recognize and make an awareness of our identity. Be proud of who you are. I know we want to sing. Can we do the song after what time? What time now? 9:15? 9:10. So, Auntie, can we hold this after the RT? We do this one? Let's do the RT first. Or you want to do one verse? One verse. Uncle Sham, one verse. Special request.
This is for all the mothers, Pandit, with your permission, so okay?
Bajali.
See? Anybody can play?
Hi guys.
Let's go by Sundar Popo, right? Your mother's love. Your mother's love should never forget. The wrong thing you do, child, you're bound to regret. Your mother's love should never forget. The wrong thing you do, child, you're bound to regret. Many nights she lose the rest of nothing from her breast. Many nights she woke up late to put you to rest. Many nights she grieved to see you grow from infancy. Many nights she wanted to know what will you be. So use your conscience and sympathy. God said to worship she and then go to him. Mahamahobatu Maturana Gokula kam kiya hai wahi mana. Your mother love should never forget. The wrong thing you do, child, you come to regret. Never treat your mother bad, never make her sad. Always give your mother and glad she never wish you bad. Never wish your mother bad, never make her sad. For she's too proud to know what will you be. You may be the one they call a majesty. You may having money in a large quantity. You may having friends in a high society. Don't be too proud to know whatever you may be. You may having money to comfort your soul. But like your mother, she's the majesty of the world. Your mother's love should never forget. The wrong thing you do,
Let's give Uncle Sham a round of applause. I just want to recognize Auntie. Her mother actually was born and grew up in Mithila. Auntie, can you stand? Yes, she has a photo in her phone. If you guys want, you can see that afterwards. Her mom was born in Mithila, the very same place where Sita Ma was born. Auntie Kamlu, let's give her a round of applause.
Sunday, Mother's Day, they were singing so nice bhajan for mothers and became emotionally. I was supposed to go for lunch. I said, I'm not going for lunch. I came my home, my temple was there, and I worship my mother, and they are blessing us.
Bhagwan ki kripa, Guru Darshan, Guru ki kripa. Shall we all stand for Aarti, please? I'll sing the Aarti. Yani kani japapani janmantar ke tani 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 vinasyanti prakshina pradeshe kirati kalli talalina siyapike arati se ramayana jike arati se ramayana jike kirati kalli talalina siyapike arati se ramayana jike Arati Sri Ramayana Jike Savata Brahma Dinga Muni Narada Valmiki Jnana Vishar Savata Brahma Dinga Muni Narada Valmiki Jnana Vishar Sukha Sanakari Shesha Visharad Parani Pavana Sukha Kirne Devi Arati Sri Ramayana Jike Arati Sri Ramayana Jike Gavata Veda Purana Vashtana Sharo Shastra Granthana Koras Gavata Veda Purana Vashtana Sharo Shastra Granthana Koras Muni Jana Dhana Sarvatana Ko Sarvas Sarvan Se Samvata Sabahi Arati Sri Ramayana Jike Arati Sri Ramayana Jike Gavana Sanata Shambhu Bhavani Arvata Samabhava Muni Vinyani Gavana Sanata Shambhu Bhavani Arvata Samabhava Muni Vinyani Vyasa Adi Kavi Parje Bakhani Kagava Sundar Gar Rakhi Ke Arati Sri Ramayana Jike Arati Sri Ramayana Jike Arati Sri Ramayana Jike Arati Sri Ramayana Jike Kalimala Harani Visar Kasmi Subhag Singh Gar Mukti Japeti Kalimala Harani Visar Sapiki Subhag Singh Gar Mukti Japeti Dalan Roga Bhava Noriya Mi
सीताराम जय सीताराम राम राम राजा राम 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 राजा राम 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 राजा राम 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 राजा राम सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम 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 जय सीताराम 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 जय सीताराम राम राम राजा राम 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 राजा राम जय सीताराम जय सीताराम जय जय सीताराम 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 जय सीताराम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम 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 राम राम जय राजा राम जय राम जय राजा राम जय जय 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 राम ओम श्री 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 राम जय जय 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 राम
Let us clasp our hands wherever we are. We ask Ganapati protect us in every footstep we make, every mile we drive, every mile we fly. Sita Ma, give us the endurance and unwavering faith to overcome to become what you wanted.
गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्रजम्बोफलचारभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशिकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरवारवङ्कजम् लक्ष्मीकरोतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुखसम्पदम् मम शत्रो विनाशाय दीपज्योति नमस्तु त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिमवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनं मृत्युर्मुक्ष्यामामृतम् त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव विद्याद्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव शविता गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमो नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमो नमः ओम जौ शांति पानी अंतरिक्षगम शांति पृथ्वी शांति आपा शांति औषधे शांति वनस्पति शांति विश्वदेव शांति ब्रह्मा शांति सर्वगम शांति शांतिरेव शांति शांतिरेधि ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की, प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो शिव शंकर भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सनातन धर्म की, वैदिक सनातन धर्म की, वैदिक सनातन धर्म की। सब संतन की जय जय सीताराम।
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you for coming out. I really appreciate you guys coming from near and far. You know yourselves. And I appreciate all the music. There's Arti, there's